Hi there. Whether you're new here or a returning listener, I'd like to give you a warm welcome to my channel. Welcome. My intention is to share my perspective of existence so that it can find anybody that needs to hear it and help them in some way. So, if this video found you, there's a good chance that something will resonate. And if it does, feel free to comment and let me know. In a world where there is so much emphasis on our outward appearances, from the clothes we wear to the vehicles we drive to what kind of phone we have, I think that a lot of people have lost touch with the concept of creating value, and even more so, lost touch with a healthy definition of value. What I mean by that is that we are constantly being force-fed and manipulated by corporations and dystopian figureheads into buying mass-produced garbage that's being manufactured by soulless machines. It is expected of us to partake in endlessly consuming this garbage until we are sick to the stomach, all the while being conditioned to believe that one corporation or another makes the best phone or the best drink, when it's all owned by the same handful of entities. While there often isn't much of a choice, and we have to pick the lesser of evils in a majority of our purchases, I'm not asking you to strip yourself of necessities or luxuries whatsoever. If you think that I'm not recording this from the comfort of my secret lab chair, don't be fooled. I'm human, and there has to be some reward or relief that we're able to give ourselves for our non-physical accomplishments, and retail therapy, like anything, can be good in moderation. Where I'm going with this is that we should all take a careful look at what our definition of value is. Is value defined by the price tag that comes attached to your car? Or does the value of that car lie in how many places it can potentially take you? Is the value of your phone determined by how new it is? Or does the value come from the convenience it provides as a way to preserve life's joyful moments in 50 megapixel stasis, so that you're able to look back in vivid detail on those cherished memories and can feel as if you're living those experiences again? Now, I'm not just talking about the value of material things, but the perspective of seeing beyond the price tag is a prerequisite to developing our definition of value. I think that most of us have that box checked, so I'll keep going, but if you haven't gotten to a place in life where you can look past the label, I urge you to take my previous examples and try to apply them in your life. It becomes second nature fairly quick, so don't stress too much, and feel free to come back to this video later on. For anyone who is still here, or if you're coming back to this video after a period of reflecting on your life, the next question I have for you is, do you see the value that you hold just because you exist? Without doing anything, without your personal accomplishments, without living up to anyone's expectations, your existence has value. And by a definition of value, that means deserving of love, deserving of compassion, empathy, growth, and fulfillment. You are unconditional love in the shape of a human. I know that there's a looming feeling that the world is in a state of constant competition. But what happens if we detach from the idea that we are against each other? If we dissolve the oh-so-thin veil between our individuality, even if only for a moment, we can clearly see that all of us are interconnected. Each of us are a fragment of the same multidimensional energy, choosing to play pretend in this grand stage of life. I talked about duality in my previous video, so if you haven't seen that, feel free to check it out. But this is another frequency that duality exists in. The duality, that is the illusion of individuality, and the truth that we are all connected. There is truth in both sides. We are individuals that move throughout a set of unique patterns of experiences in our life. And at the same time, we are one energy, one consciousness. We must honor both truths if we wish to experience complete fulfillment in this life. The reason that any of this matters in our relationship to the way we define value is actually quite simple. Do you remember the golden rule? Most of us learned it at a young age, and it goes something like this. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. When we look at it from the perspective of duality, the way that we treat others is how we are directly treating ourselves. Therefore, to love unconditionally is to be loved unconditionally. I unconditionally love myself. I want to experience the best that life has to offer in every single way. Which is exactly why I unconditionally love you and want you to experience the best that life has to offer. We are one and the same. So, how can we manifest that unconditional love into the dystopian corporate hellscape that seems like it has no plans of slowing down or loosening its grip on our daily lives? How do we reshape the energy of this world into a more nurturing and supportive place for our collective growth? Creativity is a part of human nature. We quite literally have the power to create anything, including life itself. We're all passionate about something. Some people are into holistic medicines, others are woodworkers. Share that knowledge with love. Teach people how to do the things that you're passionate about. Create videos, share your story. I promise you'll help somebody by sharing the experiences you've had. It's a long game, but there are thousands of people starting up their own businesses because they shared their story and enough people asked them for help. There's no denying that it's going to take time, but it's been made abundantly clear that when we stop giving money to corporations and start buying local and small businesses, our absence is felt. You may think that you don't impact any of it, but the reality is that we are the abundance that they cannot make for themselves. Humans are a tribal species. We don't have to conform to social constructs or roles to understand that community and collaboration are how humans were meant to thrive. And when we empower ourselves with that, we dissolve and disempower the illusion that we are controlled by the ruling class. The more people that put the power into their own hands and offer alternatives made with love, in place of the putrid toxins and microplastics shoved down our throats that are designed to kill us from the inside out, the more we can begin to heal. Just take a moment with me to envision the potential. Do we find ourselves in a healthier world? That's it for this video. If anything resonated, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. It will greatly help me reach more people who need to hear these things, and it will always be appreciated. Thank you.